episode of SPLA Man Presents. This is SPLA Man. Today's question is SPLA still relevant? You know, over the last several years, we get asked a lot, is SPLA going away? What's the deal with SPLA? And yet here we are, right? It's still around. And so is SPLA relevant? Really depends. So we're going to do a two-part video series. One is SPLA is relevant. The other video is SPLA is irrelevant. And so let's focus on the relevancy of SPLA. Right, so I was talking to a hoster the other day and he said, I really like SPLA. Why? Because he looks at it as a differentiator. Because now he can not only offer license included, which other managed service providers who are not under SPLA cannot do. He can offer license included. He can provide dedicated hosts. He can provide multi-tenant environments. He can offer his customers the option to kiss and hug their server goodnight out of his own data center. So he kind of looks at it as a differentiator. Secondly, he looks at it from a profitability side of things, right? Because essentially he's getting direct pricing from Microsoft through SPLA. And so it allows him to make his own margins, allows him to gain revenue because all the transaction is directly through his company, not somebody else's. And so there's some advantages there. And so the question is SPLA relevant? And I guess it really depends on your business model, what you see as your company going. If you don't like, having the compliancy risk, if you don't like, messing around with licensing, then maybe some other program may be more beneficial. But from what I see, is service providers really like SPLA because of the scenarios I mentioned before. Right? Like they like to control the end customer, which I think is also important. Like in some of those other Microsoft programs, Microsoft's got to know who your end customer is, but through SPLA, and it's always been the big issue with Microsoft with SPLA, is they don't know who the end customer is exactly. Like there's always been trouble with the end customer reporting. So having said that, right, it depends on what you want to do as an organization, whether SPLA is relevant or not, but those are just some things to consider. So anyways, join our community, octopus.cloud if you want to join, where we kind of go through some more of these videos and dive a little bit deeper into these different scenarios. So having said that, it's Friday, time for me to go, but stay tuned when I go over why SPLA is irrelevant. So anyways, have a great weekend, guys. We'll talk soon.